That was too close. You almost became a Jill sandwich. Speaking of sandwich...
Look at that subtle off-black coloring. The tasteful music of it. Oh my god. It even has a watermark. What's up, my evil residents? Today, we're gonna be talking about RE. And no, I don't mean recycle. Aww. Now, if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you have some basic knowledge of Resident Evil. If you do, that's great. And if you don't, because today we're not doing a review, we're not doing an analysis, we're not doing a theory video, we're doing something much more important. Today I'm here to ask one simple question, and that is, which Resident Evil enemy gives the best head? Here's the tier list I decided to make. There's a total of 100 enemies, ranging from the main 12 games of the series, including the 4 remakes. And while there's obviously not every enemy from every game, because that would be closer to 200, I just tried to take the more recognizable ones, and try to avoid any repeats like multiple of the same zombie, or different versions of a zombie dog, stuff like that. I'm going to be ranking them in order of game release, starting with RE1 and ending on RE8. If you disagree with any of these opinions, you're probably wrong. Aww. Unless your name's B. If your name happens to be B, you may have a better opinion than me, but that's still arguable. Anyways, back to this guy. Starting with the most iconic enemy of the whole franchise is the zombie. Now, this is just your plain zombie. He's got a mouth, probably not that many teeth. So I'm gonna put it in gross, because it's not gonna be enjoyable, but it probably won't be bitten off. Next we have the Crimson Head. And while yes, they are just another zombie, they do have head in the name, so I feel like that gives them some extra points. Why would they put head in the name if he wasn't good at it? The dog definitely would. I mean, big old teeth. Ooh, crow. We might need to make a new tab. We might need to make cannot give head. I can't see a world where a crow's pecker is getting around someone's pecker.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
I'm also going to put the wasp and the spider here as well. Actually, no, we're going to move spider up. It might not be able to bite it off, but I'm sure with poison it could melt it off. Aww. Speaking of biting off, shark's pretty self-explanatory. I feel like the hunter is probably the same. A little bit smaller teeth, but still a lot of them. Next to the chimera, which shows up near the end of RE1. They've got these big mandible things, so I don't think it'd work out. Coming to the snake, the yawn. The only thing that's yawning is me during his boss fights. I think he would eat you whole. I'm sure he could. Plant 42, this thing could definitely eat you if it wanted to. Okay, so Lisa Trevor is a child. I think we're gonna have to make a new tier. Again. Okay, so it turns out Lisa was actually at the Spencer mansion for like over 30 years, but she was abducted and began the testing when she was a kid, so that's where I got it mixed up. And unlike Jessie T, I'm not trying to catch a case, so I'm leaving her in the kid tier just to be safe. Also, child tier is not me ranking them. They're just not on the list at all. They're excluded from the fun, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately. Next is Tyrant, big bad of RE1. While he does have teeth, they're not sharp. I feel like he would be gross. He would be a little gross. He's not as sexy as some of these other creatures we're gonna be getting. So, finally going to RE2. I mean, come on. I don't think it's much of a decision. The liquor goes in S tier. Some fucker at Umbrella was feeling hella freaky and was like, guys, you know what'd be really good for combat? A really long tongue. The G adult. This dude's got rows of teeth and poison. Like the spider, I'm gonna put it in bite your dick off tier. Now G young, in the name it says young. To play it safe, we're gonna put it in child tier. Next we've got Ivy. I don't think they've really got teeth. Do they? Because these dudes' heads literally open into a row of teeth to bite your head off, I'm sure they would bite your dick off as well. The Moth, which is a kind of boss fight in RE2. It'd probably be a better soft little plushie, but no head from that guy. Crocodile from RE2. This thing would eat you. Okay, next we have Birkin. And I know there's 5 forms of Birkin, but I just decided to put his first and last one because all the ones in the middle are kind of similar. But for G1 Birkin, I feel like he would do a pretty good job. I can't say the same for G5, as it is literally a wall of teeth. I believe the Eat You Whole category was made for him. Finally, ending off RE2 is Mr. X. Maybe a little biased. I feel like he could gobble some glizzy. Moving on to RE3, with the remake we had the Any Alpha, kind of like a giant eyeball with a spike. No mouth, so no head. Next we have the Hunter Beta, and just like the Alpha, lots of teeth. Though, the Hunter Gamma probably fucking eats you whole. You will just be gone in one fucking combo. I'm not really sure if the Drain Deimos can give head, but they're probably biting it off. The Gravedigger was in the original RE3 Nemesis as one of the final fights. It's basically a giant worm, and it would eat you. Finally, Nemesis. Now, he does have some big pearly whites, but they're not sharp. I think I will put him in B tier. Actually, no. No, I'm putting him in A. We could be talking about head for guys or girls. I think he's chasing Jill for a reason. My would too. It's giving new camera angle? What? And new shirt? Sorry the RE3 part of the tier list was so short. I was trying to stay true to the remake. But yes, this is where I'll end the tier list off for now. I did do a few last second changes, like I added the other 3 forms of Birkin. Quick rundown. G4 would bite your dick off. G2 is pretty gross. But not gonna lie, G3 looks kind of fucking sick. I also fixed Mr. X by moving him from A to S, where he rightfully belongs. Now while I was gonna continue the tier list and go through all of the games, I did not realize how fucking long this would take. I think leaving it off in the first 3 games is a good segmentation. And then I could make it like 3 parts. Or it will only be 1 part. if you guys want to tickle that like button or maybe giggle on the subscribe, I wouldn't be opposed. And as they say, bye.